Hi guys,
welcome to
Twins for Purpose.
I'm Muna,
And I'm Zina.
and this is our first episode of this podcast. It was so fun. Finally happy we got to film this.
Yeah. So this is like our first episode of this podcast, and if we haven't said it already, happy 2026.
Happy 2026, guys.
So we wanted to just make this episode about introducing us and the podcast and why we've done this podcast and what it's for. We were talking about this before we started filming, but I think Muna said she wanted to introduce herself first. So Muna's going to introduce herself first.
This is my quick introduction of Muna. Hi guys, my name is Muna and I am year 8 of secondary school. I love performing arts like dancing, singing, acting, and I read books not just because I'm forced to read books, it's because I read books for the enjoyment of it. Like I love gothic books, school books, plays, William Shakespeare, etc. When I grow up, I don't have a rough idea what I want to be when I grow up, but whatever the Lord has planned to do with my life, I will go according to His will. But yeah, that's the end of my introduction, guys. Hope you liked it.
Okay, this is time for my introduction. Hi guys, as we said in the intro, I'm Zina, and I'm also in year 8, and if you didn't get by the title, it's called Twins for Purpose because we are twins.
Yeah.
Bit hard to believe, right? Because we don't look alike and stuff like that. But yeah, I love dancing. I love singing. Me and Mina kind of have the same interests, but in different ways. But my strength is dance. I'm really good at dancing. I can play. I have so many different hobbies. I read. I play piano. What else do? I dance. I do netball.
Choir.
I do choir. I'm in the school musical. I do quite a bit. My favourite subjects and fun facts about me. I don't really have any fun facts about me that I know yet. And all my fun facts have to do with what I am purposed to do on this earth. And the same thing that Muna said, I want to live my life according to Christ. And before we jump into things, this is a Christian podcast, but it is open to all.
Yeah.
Because any advice we give, everyone needs it. Whether you're Christian, non-Christian, we don't care. This is meant to be a welcoming community to everyone and everything, because the Bible tells us to love everyone. Yeah.
So the main theme of today's episode, because it's just a get to know us episode, I guess, I feel it's our story and why we started this podcast. I think, and it's just about dreams and aspirations, I guess. Aspirations is what you aspire to be, basically. This is an advice / helpline with any worries about, especially the transition to year 6 to year 7, that big leap of faith.
Yeah. We started. Did you just say why we started this podcast again?
I said it was an advice line / helpline.
We started this podcast because we think, we know that everyone on this earth, you're not put on this earth for no reason. Everyone has something that they are born to do. Everyone has something that they need to do in life to fulfill. And we made this because we want to help people, because not everyone knows their purpose, and we want to help people find their purpose, give them advice, and we kind of just want to help people, because we kind of want to be the big sisters that we didn't have. If you didn't know, it's just the two of us. We don't have any brothers and sisters and that live with us, so it's just us two. So we went through the transition from year 6 to year 7 together. We went through everything together. We had to do it all at the same time, and especially in primary school, because we moved house, we started off in a really big school, and then we ended in a really small school where it was one class, so anything in that class we had to do together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So another thing is we're going to talk about what you should expect on this podcast. But I think Zina's touched on that a little bit, but I'll just add a bit of my own information. What you should expect to see in this podcast is us just generally sharing our stories and experiences in secondary school or primary school, whatever theme or like main idea of that certain episode is. We just share our opinions and facts, and we will be having guests on this podcast soon.
Yeah, very soon. We've already talked about the vision of the podcast, but we wanted to talk about being twins in school. We go to same. We've always gone to the same school. I know some twins that go to different schools, and I find that a bit crazy because it's like we've never gone to like a different school than each other. Like I'll just be walking down the halls and I'll see Muna, and I'm like, hey bro, yeah. Okay. What's a big challenge because we go to the same school?
I think a big challenge is that because we're twins, and I think as well, and we have the same hairstyle, like teachers don't know how to tell us apart. That's a big one.
No, because so real, but we don't even in our eyes we don't look alike, but and our parents' eyes, but every other person outside tells us that we look alike.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Literally last week, this person was like, "Oh, you guys don't even look that different. You guys low-key look the same." I was like, "Yeah." Okay. Another thing I wanted to ask is, what's the funniest moment about being in school? Like one of the funniest moments that we did together.
I think this happened. I think what I'm about to say happened this week. So, me and Zina snuck like.
Oh my god!
Like she snuck into my lesson, I guess. So I wasn't even at my lesson yet. So she went into my classroom, and my art teacher was like, "Hi, Rena." And she was like, she tried to make my voice.
No, I did it 3 times this week.
Oh yeah, because you did it yesterday as well in my Spanish class.
That Spanish one was because we have the same Spanish teacher. She didn't even
art teacher.
Yeah, and art teacher. She didn't even realize that that I was there until like I made it obvious that I was there.
Yeah,
I could have gotten away with it.
And one of my friends, he walked in and was like, and people say, "Why is there 2 Munas? Why is there 2 Munas?"
Yeah.
And I don't understand when people say we look alike. I don't see it. I really don't see it.
Same, girl, same.
Like, I know identical twins. When I was younger, I was friends with identical twins called Melanie and Sophia. They were identical.
They looked they looked exactly the same.
I think Melanie had like a mole near her mouth, and Sophia didn't. That's how you could tell them apart. But like, look at us right now.
Yeah, look at us.
And plus, no offense, like you're darker, and I'm lighter.
Yeah. Okay. I've got a few questions, just a few other icebreakers. So these are like kind of personal questions. Favorite subject and why? And it can only be one subject that you do at school.
RS.
Okay. Why?
Like, I know, she probably said RS because she's a Christian, but I generally like RS because you gain the understanding of other people's like religions and cultures. But like my second favorite would be English because I love books. Like have you ever heard of Wuthering Heights?
What?
It's a gothic. Like, when I mean gothic, it's not like demonic or anything. Like, gothic and horror books are 2 different categories.
Yeah, gothic is like kind of like what's the word, like alternative like themes. So like gothic books have more like better like language. They expand your vocabulary.
And gothic books don't have to be horror books.
Yeah, they don't have to be.
Because you have a gothic book.
They can be
horror.
Mystery books.
Yeah, you know Sherlock Holmes. That's gothic.
That's gothic. Yeah, it's a mystery book.
Anyway, Wuthering Heights is about this man who inherits a house called Wuthering Heights, and it's just really interesting. But like English and RS are 2 of my favourite subjects.
Girl, I said 1.
And girl, I said 2.
Okay. My favourite subjects and why? Because you did 2, I'm gonna do 2 as well. Okay, my favourite subjects, lessons that I always look forward to, is probably I low-key need to think. Okay, performing arts. Okay, I got like 50 billion reasons, but because me and Muna were quite what's the word, like performing arts girlies. Like we do choir, we're in the school musical, we do dance and everything. And I have like one of the most amazing teachers. Like she's so good. She like, oh, I literally love her so much. She's such a good teacher, and she just like, yeah. And we're quite involved in our school. I have to be real. And then my other favorite subject is probably English, because I really love writing. But like a few years ago, I used to write so well. Like not last year, but the year before, I used to write so well, and then I got like this writer's block thing. So like I stopped writing for a period of time, but I've started writing again, and I'm really, really enjoying it. But yeah, okay. What's your favorite hobby outside of school?
What hobby do I do outside of school?
That's a really good question.
Like, I don't know.
Hobbies like something you could do at home. So like, okay, let me give you an example. So like, I do piano, and I'm self-taught, and I taught myself how to use the piano. So yeah. Yeah, so like something you do at home. Like I do piano, so what do you do at home?
At home, like it depends. It really depends. I can be practicing like for a dance, like showcase up, or like reading.
I think reading's probably one of your hobbies.
Yeah, or like
you're always doing it in the night time.
Or like something else I do. Like on TV, I watch like book recaps.
Yes, she loves watching little book recaps on her.
Like they interest me, and I like watching historical things, guys, because I'm just that girl. Anyway, next question.
This is the last question. What's one thing the listener might not know about us?
That I'm the older twin.
Yes, guys. Everyone always tells me I look older, but I'm not the older twin. She is. And one thing you guys might not know about me, I am the younger twin. So, as we told you guys, we're a Christian-based podcast.
Yeah.
So we've got a Bible scripture that Moon is going to read, and it's Romans 8 verse 28.
This is like our anchor scriptures. So, sorry guys. Anyway, Romans 8:28 says, and we know that God causes everything to work together for good and those who love God, and we are called according to His purpose for them.
I'm just going to reread that because Loki,
my reading is really bad, guys.
It says, and we know that God causes everything to work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to His purpose for Him.
So what I believe this like scripture is talking about is that life can be confusing, but things work together for a reason. Have you ever heard of the song Canvas and the Clay by Tribal?
Yes.
Because like He makes all things work together for our future and for yeah. So that song talks about things work together. Like it just talks about, even though what you may have planned is not going like according to what you wanted to happen, it shows that God's will be done in your life no matter what.
And faith is another key thing for the scripture.
Yeah.
It's trusting when you're unsure. You have to have faith in things, like especially in God. Like you might not understand what God's doing at the time, but God knows what He's doing. Imagine having a God that you can serve that never fails us. He never has and never will.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to go into our purpose challenge segment.
Yeah.
So a purpose challenge is every episode that we produce, we're going to give you guys, the viewers, a challenge for when you guys finish watching this, you guys should complete it throughout the week. Our purpose challenge is to pick one small action and repeat it every day for the rest of this week, or longer, depending on how long.
Like example could be being kind to a friend, a teacher, a sibling, a parent, a family member, etc.
Or taking 5 minutes to write something that you're grateful for. We're going to just lift you a few things. Trying something that stretches you personally, talking to someone new, practicing a new skill. Oh, I can talk about practicing a new skill. I think it was in 2024, I was obsessed with crocheting and I tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of outside my comfort zone.
When
stuff
you
like
were
that.
crocheting, I tried knitting.
Yeah, we used to be like little sewy girls, and I learned how to sew as well. Yeah. We want to encourage consistency, and with the purpose challenge, we're going to try and do it along with you. So, Moon, I would love for you to name something that you're going to try and do this week consistently,
Something consistent
and you have to do it this week.
this week.
And for us, I'm going to make sure that we carry it out to the end of the month.
It's probably start like a graph. It's probably gonna start like, I don't know, journaling more.
Journaling more. So you're going to write. What are you going to write?
Yeah.
What are you going to... I asked what you're going to write.
Like maybe writing about like spending more time with God and journaling what He has planned for my life.
That's good. I'm going to probably start reading my Bible more. I did try and read my Bible, but I feel like I need like a more simpler version because like I don't really understand everything it says.
Especially New King James Version.
Yeah, New King James Version. Oh my gosh. Oh. But I'm going to try and read my Bible more.
Wow.
Thank you guys so much for listening. And make sure, well, you don't have to, but we'd really appreciate if you subscribed. And we are going to see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye.